2017?
Yeah.
Is it a Grand Cherokee or just Cherokee?
Cherokee. High altitude 4x4.
Before doing anything, go into the app settings under brakes and click yes to service mode. This will disengage the parking brake. If you happen to stumble across this video having not done this step, at the end we'll guide you through a workaround. While the vehicle is down, use a 19mm socket to loosen the lug nuts.
This thing's awesome.
I love your breaker bars.
Next, jack the vehicle in a safe location, ideally behind the tire or on a supporting beam.
Just enough so the tire gets off.
Kick the tire loose and rest it beneath the vehicle.
Yep, you got it. It's loose. There you go.
Never wait this long to swap out the pads.
Yeah, that one came off pretty easy. Alright, that one's loose.
Use a 10mm socket to remove the single nut on the slide bracket. You'll need that same 10mm socket along with a narrow 17mm wrench to remove the upper and lower slide bolts.
18. Alright. So the pin is right here. That'll eventually come out when we get the caliper out. We can grease that.
Oh, that's
See how that moves right there?
Yep.
That's what's pushing your brake in and out. It slides on that pin.
And you want to lube inside that.
Yeah. I'll loosen these. How easy it's coming apart.
Yes.
Yeah, don't jinx us.
Lift the caliper and set it safely aside.
There's the caliper. My goodness. There we go.
Use a flat-bladed screwdriver to remove the top and bottom clips on each pad. Replacements should be provided with the new set of brake pads.
Oops. Too long?
Too much. Oh, this should just come right out.
Bad.
And then we'll grease those. See how clean they are? They should just slide on there. Oh, that one's just sliding. If they don't slide, they need to be replaced.
Okay.
But we'll leave them in there. We'll grease those later.
We used a Torx T8 to remove the two inner bolts holding on the pad's slide-in housing.
Let's see it.
Beauty.
Oh, it's not an Allen. Oh, it's a Torx. You got a Torx? There it goes. Oh, come out of there.
Yep.
There you go. You gotta save enough for the other one.
Using a packet of brake quiet, lube up the slide pins.
Stick it. You can stick that. Yep. You can rub it around. Good deal. Slap her back in there. There you go. Rub it around on there. Helps it slide in and out perfectly. Push those boots back on top of the, like that.
I have greasy gloves.
Beautiful.
Let's move on to the rotor. Use a 5mm hex or H5 to remove the set screw.
One of them for a long time.
Now knock the rotor loose. orange color is evidence of a tremendous amount of heat.
The backside of that. It's got hot.
Oh my gosh.
Anti-seize lubricant.
20 years old.
We opened up the rotor and began reassembly until the wisest of the Milbs noticed that the girls had bought the wrong rotor.
Oh, look how much of your pad's sticking out beyond.
The rotor?
You got the wrong size rotors.
Oh shoot!
Did, yeah.
After a quick trip to the parts store, let's clean up the correct rotors with some brake cleaner. Use anti-seize lubricant on both the hub assembly and the rotor's set screw before reinstallation.
Anti-sneeze.
Now screw in your slide-in housing with the T8 bolts.
You wanna fight? Are you I am teaching.
Take a little more of that brake quiet and lube up the tips of each brake pad for a smoother fit.
Cheese is not as swell.
Went in easier.
The clips are sometimes reluctant to stay in place, so use a little force to coerce them.
So those things keep coming unseated.
Before pushing the caliper piston in, it's a good idea to open the brake reservoir under the hood. Use a clamp to push it in so that it will accommodate the new brake pads.
It was in that drawer. You had put it away.
You are now free to enter the vehicle, pressing the brake pedal along with the parking brake to re-engage the braking system. For everyone who missed the service brake step at the beginning, we're here to help. As you can see, no matter how much pressure you use to push in the caliper's piston,
I think it moved.
it won't budge.
And what I did was I just screwed.
Oh, that was actually off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just kept screwing it all the way in.
Till it went in all the way.
Yep.
What you can do is pull the piston completely off or hit the parking brake button and it will straight pop out. A small cup of brake fluid will spill out, so if you have a drop pan, that'd be handy. From there, simply screw in the parking brake's nut and then tuck the clean bowl inside the boot and back into its housing, which will now be flush in the caliper.
So it spins in instead of compresses in.
Now, because we opened the closed brake system, we introduced air into the lines, which means we'll need to bleed the brakes. Pull off the rubber donut covering the bleeder valve
Rubber donut.
and reassemble the caliper.
You're never gonna be rubber donut. I can even turn it with one hand.
You know what that is? I don't see anything leaking out, so it must be working.
There it did it again.
Yeah, we're good. But they're very loose.
There.
A lot of air in them.
Stop.
Okay. I heard a lot of air come out of that.
Attach a clear tube followed by a wrench around your bleeder valve. Have a friend pump the brakes, building up line pressure, and then slowly release with that wrench, repeating until there's no more bubbles that come out of the tubing.
There we go. Oh, a little bubble there. Let's get it out of there.
Okay. Stop.
All right, that was all liquid.
Finally, replace that rubber donut onto the bleeder valve.
Beautiful. What the?
Top off the brake fluid reservoir and test out the brakes.
And no air lights?
No airs.
No check engine lights?
No brake lights.
It's gonna be popular pretty soon. You know, it's just hitting
Rounding on it.
the west coast.
so there's-
If you go like that,
It's not actually a Ford.
then everybody knows you're cool. Well, yeah.
Every brake job you've done.
Every brake job I have, I don't have a vehicle anymore. So it's okay.
What's around there?
Need some more beef.
Well, how do I get more beef?
Where is the beef? Which drawer?
Yeah, backwards.
That's how.
Take it off, put your hose on.
I mean, I got it on there.
That's how you graduate college.
Right there. She had some spray up in here.
I don't know what that is.
A white crap.
Yeah, it is.
What's that from?
It's just like wax or something.
Yeah.
Like spray
Oh,
paint.
from like maybe a automatic car wash.
Well, she hit a deer.
Yeah, but this all
Does it
got-
taste like deer?